Hello everyone. Can you hear me today? Yes, just type yes in case you can. Okay, fine. Right. Okay, today we are going to talk about PI interviews. Right. Can you hear me, everyone? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about various interviews about people who have given it before. Maybe we'll even talk about some certain interviews at various IIMs, Exilra, etc. How they're different from one another, so that you get an idea behind uh, how one interview is different from the another, right? Uh, okay, give me a second. Right. Okay, right. So in PI, the first thing that happens is most important is which college you're going to. Now, I will not say where the way you enter, but I'll say which college you're going for the interview to, right? Why I'm asking you this question, because the typical problem which we face is that every interview is different from another, and like if you go for an FMS interview, let's assume the FMS interview will be the last interview you take. Sometimes it's even in May, April, May, which is after you have even got selected at an IIM or some other college. So it's the most, what do you say, should I go for the interview? Should I not go for the interview? And then when you go for the interview, feel very different about it. Okay, because by that time there will be no interview mocks, no nothing, right? So that is the, I would say, the most difficult interview, because you will be the most unprepared for the interview. Okay, and second, the second problem that you'll face at FMS interview, or even for the case for the matter UBS or UIMs, some interviews are extremely late. So even like I am Indore, I am Kozhikode, you'll have late interviews. By the time, sometimes even the results of some other colleges are there, and then you're thinking whether you should join those colleges or maybe go to these colleges. So what I was talking about is the fact that the duration, okay, the what do you say, that you're going to start your interview somewhere between February and they're going to go till May, right? The biggest challenge that you will face is that how to handle, how to do your best in every interview, right? From the first interview, maybe normally IIFT is normally the first interview you'll face, okay? In case you got through IIFT, you go for IIFT first. That normally happens the earliest in February. The last one is normally FMS or I am Indore or Kozhikode, right? And so that interview, okay, you will be much more different than the first one. In the first interview, you will be extremely nervous, okay? So normally you will be trying to do your best, but it will not be your best. Normally what happens is that the second or the third interview you go to, that is better. Like in my personal case, I have the first interview I went for was I'm Ahmedabad, so it didn't work out that well. But afterwards, when I go to Bangalore, Calcutta, it got better, right? So normally what happens, you're most nervous at your first interview. And obviously there's certain questions that you might not have been prepared, and those are also repeated. So whenever you go for one mock, note down all the questions that were asked to you, right? And make sure you write a written answer, right? Note down, like when you take a mock, even if it's just a personal mock at Bullseye or some other place, you write down all the questions, then try to answer them in a very neutral framework, giving yourself ample time, okay, after the mock, so that you can make the best answer possible. What would be the best answer possible? That should be your question to yourself, always, in this case, right? Okay, during the course, after maybe half an hour or so, we'll have, we can have some people, I'll take a personal mock with you right now. Uh, but the conditions are you should, use a headphone, because otherwise your voice will echo. Then your bandwidth should be good, so that the webcam comes very quickly on and I can see you very well. Right? So, any volunteers for the mock? Maybe after half an hour or so. Anyone? Okay, Ashish and Ganesh. Okay, maybe we can have you. Right? Okay. Not a problem. Abhishek, if we get time, maybe we'll have yours as well. Right? Okay, so let's come back. Now, PI. So what happens when you go for a personal interview? First of all, you're going to travel to Delhi, most of you, right? That's the first thing that's going to happen to you. That you got to travel to Delhi. Okay? So, sometimes, some of you would be irritated by this also. That you keep on traveling to and fro from Delhi. Sometimes even Bombay, right? IIT Bombay, maybe you have to go to Bombay for that interview, right? And so on. NITI, etc. If somebody filled the form for NITI, they're pretty good college. Government, no problem, maybe some other time, right? We'll have enough time for that. Maybe when we start the full-time mocks, maybe we can have that. Maybe you can come over and have a mock with us, right? Okay. Right. Okay. So when you enter, now the first thing is your behavior. Okay. When you enter the mock. Okay. This is something that we cannot do today, but when we have a personal mock, maybe we can have that then. So what happens is that when you come in the room, your body posture matters a lot. Your confidence matters a lot. Make sure you're smiling. Okay? Do not get nervous. Smile a bit, not too much. Please don't laugh, but smile. Okay? Don't sit until you have been asked to sit. Okay? Note this down. That don't sit on the chair until they ask you to sit. Okay? Just go, wish them good morning, stand next to the chair. Do not touch the chair. Just stand. Okay? That's the first thing that you'll be doing. With me, everyone? With me, everyone? Yep. Okay. Just write down. Okay. Do not sit. Okay. No, don't ask. Rahil, don't ask that question. Okay. If they want, they can have the interview standing. Okay. In that case, they want just to pressurize you. Don't sit down. Don't ask to be seated. Stand. Okay? Don't sit at all. Okay? It's a formal, right? It's a formal thing. They will ask you to sit down. Sometimes they even ask you when you come inside, come have a seat. They'll ask you like that. Okay? Make sure you wish all the 3 of them. Okay? Or maybe there are 5 of them, maybe there are 10 of them, doesn't matter. Make sure you wish them. Okay? Rule number 2, make sure you wish them. Right? And when they offer you a seat, don't forget to say thank you. Okay? Step 1, step 2, step 3. Yeah, Rahul, individually. Okay? Wish them individually. Yeah, you'll get ample time because when you get in, start wishing. Okay? As soon as the door opens, you're inside, start saying good morning, sir, good morning, sir, good morning, sir. Okay? You have to be formal. Okay, remember this, you have to be extremely formal. With me, everyone? So number 1 was, when you come in, please smile. Do not ask to take the chair. Keep standing till the time they ask you to sit. Okay? Only sit when they give you the chair. When they ask you to sit, say thank you. Okay? If you do this, if you do these 3 things, your first impression is made. Okay? Group interview, no, do not wait. Why are you waiting? Whenever you meet friends or even formal, you're at a formal gathering, you wish everybody, right? You're not waiting others to wish you. Getting the gist, Ganesh? With me, everyone? You have to, take the proactive step. Okay? Wish everyone when you're in. With me? Okay. So, now, okay. Now the next question that typically comes, that is the favorite one of the interviewer, is tell me about yourself. Okay? That's the first question or the takiya kalam question they tend to ask. Tell me about yourself. Okay? That's the one question. The second way they can talk about, what should they ask you is, okay, they ask you what is your strength and weakness. Maybe they won't talk about like that. Okay, that's 2. Okay? But this is a too informal way. If you are in for some, different college, okay, they might even ask you the discussion which you were going through, like the essay that you just wrote. Okay, they might start with that. This, you thank them, and then they said, okay, what do you think about the topic of the essay that was given to you? Okay, so that's the kind of questions they will throw at you. They might even ask you that, you are also an engineer. The next person is also an engineer. Why are there so many engineers coming in today? Okay, what is so special about you that we should take you? The question is same only. Okay, whenever I'm asking all these questions, what is the question I'm really asking? Why should I take you? With me, everyone? That is the only thing I'm asking. Why should I take you for my college? Okay, despite the fact I'm asking you what? That tell me about yourself. Right? Even if I'm asking you what color is the sky, it is still, the question is still what? Why should I take you? Okay? So you have to prove that you're intelligent. You have to prove that you're well read. You have to prove that you will be an asset to the classroom where he's going to teach. And in the future, to the college. Okay? With me? Everyone got it? They are asking you only why MBA at the end of the day. Why MBA and why this college? That is the question they want to ask. With me, everyone? So let's summarize again what we are looking at. First, the behavior. Okay, this is something that has to be practiced. Walking in, walking out of the classroom, or what the interview room for that matter. So this is something that has to be practiced by you, maybe at your house, maybe even when you come to Bullseye for a personal walk. This has to be practiced. Coming in, coming out. Okay. Then the second point was that wish them. Right? We have to wish them. The third was, again, say thank you when they give you the seat. Then they will start talking about why do you want to do an MBA? Why right now? Why should you not do it after 2 years? All that. Okay. The answer is still the same. That why MBA? Okay. Now, you might say, why MBA? Okay. Why don't somebody just type the answer? Why MBA? Anybody? Just type the answer. Anyone? Anyone, just type the answer. Why MBA? Anything. It can be, my father told me, my wife told me, okay, career shift. Okay. Satya, that's just one of the reasons. Better job prospectus. That's second. Okay. I want to expand my vision. Okay, Ganesh. Guruman, it will enhance my personality. Better career prospect. Okay. Right. Decision making power. Okay. So all these things. अब ऐसा करो, ये सब जो भी तुमने लिखा है ना, सब पांचों लोगों ने सब को नोट डाउन कर लो, सब लोग. ओके, अलग अलग चीज बोल रहे हो तुम, राइट? सो दैट वे यू कैन यूज इट इन वन सेंटेंस whenever you are talking about इंटरव्यू में पूछे. क्वेश्चन का आंसर हमेशा यूनिक होता है. ओके, बट बिकॉज वाई इट हैज टू बी यूनिक, बिकॉज इट हैज टू शो कि तुम्हारी पर्सनालिटी कैसी है. ओके, वैसे टिपिकली वाई MBA का आंसर होना क्या चाहिए? इट डिपेंड्स ऑन विच time frame you are in, whether you are working, whether you are still studying. Okay, right? Do not say anything negative about your previous job, about your previous engineering, etc., etc. Be very positive about it. Get it? Okay, so let's assume one of you is some engineer, right, in some field, and now he is gonna join for MBA. So what is the idea behind an engineer becoming an MBA? Why you want to become a manager? Okay, why do you want to work for some other firm? So now this has to be very, very clear, and no negativity has to be there. Only positivity and only growth has to be talked about. Okay, so you can talk about growth prospects, right? That it can typically help you in the longer run, right? It has more growth than my current job, and I'm looking for growth. It's a good thing. Thinking about yourself is a good thing. Okay, but you're not supposed to degrade something before. Okay, So always talk positively about what has happened before, whatever you're doing right now, and so on. But you are looking for something better. And that is why you're working hard and trying to get into a good B school. And in the future, you'll like to work. Now, next question is that normally they'll ask, what will you do after 5 years? Okay? That is a typical arbitrary question they will ask you. That the fact is, nobody knows what you're going to do after 5 years. That's a fact. True? And the second problem that you're facing there is there are 3 people there. Okay? If they want to put you down, they will put you down. Okay? So, be very diplomatic about it. You know, the odds are against you. You are 1, they are 3. Okay? Kajal, again, it doesn't matter whether you're engineer or non-engineer. The only thing is that you have to talk about the fact that you have worked hard to get here and you're looking forward again to getting more responsibility, being a part, right? Getting a good job, being responsible for yourself in the future, right? It's about career prospects at the end of the day, in blunt terms. That you will get a better job after this or a better exposure. One is first you'll get a better education, right? Depending on the college you are taking the interview, you can start with, unki tarif start kar do. That's the first rule. Okay? Make sure you talk about the fact that they have esteemed faculty, esteemed alumni, and you also are inspired by them. Okay, why MBA not CA being in commerce, BCom? Okay, so that, see, from MBA to a CA, there's a very straightforward difference between MBA and CA, right? You can have both. A lot of CAs also, at the end of the day, do MBAs. Okay. Physiotherapy, again, see, you are looking for a different field, right? You are happy in your field always, but you are looking for another field. Ganesh, see, always portray like that in the field you are there, it is fine. Okay, there are opportunities, but you are looking for another opportunity. Okay, management skills never hurt you at the end of the day. Or I'll no need to give an example of an alumni out of a different college. Just stick to the point. Okay, do some research, Rahul. You can talk about the same college as well, right? Okay, so Ashish, if you have left the job, talk about the fact that you wanted to, do an MBA, but you were unable to do your best in CAT previously. Okay, so now you previously it didn't work out for you, so and doing an MBA really matters to you. Okay, and that's why you left. Okay, be positive. Talk about the future. Okay, it doesn't really matter you left a job, man. It's going to, कितने महीने हुए हैं? 3, 4, 5, 10 कितने महीने हुए हैं जॉब छोड़े हुए? आशीष 6 months now to 6 महीने यार, what happened? 6 months in maybe 70 years of your life, how much does that matter? Maybe 50 years of productive workforce life really doesn't matter. Okay? Satya, see, that's only one way of looking at it. Just let me answer Archika first. Archika, right? Archika, see, won't be in a hurry. They'll give you the time. Okay? And even if you don't tell the reasons for selecting you, they will get to know anyhow. Okay? They're a good judge of character, they'll talk to you. Kanika, 1 year of gap doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have 10 years of gap. Okay? They don't have that as a qualifying criteria. The only thing is that you have to tell that what did you do productive in the last 1 year? What have you learned after 1 year of your job? Positive बात करनी है बस. अंकित justify नहीं करना होता ज़्यादा कुछ, ठीक है? सिर्फ will होनी चाहिए. You need to feel that you want to join this field. हाँ, see, everybody understands the reasons are very simple. There's more money, there's more prestige, etc. Okay? In a certain form. ये बात ध्यान रखना कि social acceptance of an MBA degree in finance is higher than maybe just an engineer. That is also one of the reasons. Okay? And you're a part of society, hence that is also important to you. That's one, but only one of the reasons. अर्चिका 15-20 सेकंड, हाँ इतने ही मिलते हैं हर जगह. अर्चिका एसपी जैन छोड़ एफएमएस में 4 मिनट में इंटरव्यू करके बाहर भेज देते हैं. They do read your forms. Don't think like that. They always read your forms. Okay? No, they would, the day they're not reading them, they will do away with them. Okay? See, in FMS, the interview is for 4 minutes. At IMC, it's like for not more than 5 to 10 minutes again. Okay? Only IIM Ahmedabad, Lucknow and Bangalore grills you. मतलब वो लंबे interviews खींचते हैं. Okay? You'll get to know which interviews are short, which interviews are, and how you do it for them. 15-20 seconds, you should introduce, it doesn't matter where you are, you should introduce yourself in less than 24 seconds. Okay? If possible, less than 10 words. Okay? ये normal होता है, इसमें कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. You can talk about yourself very quickly in less than, 7 words, 24 seconds. मतलब 24/7 rule बोलते थे हम इसको कॉलेज में. You know why? Because that's how you pitch yourself in. Archika, just choose your words very quickly. अभी कर लेंगे, not a problem, right? In time, no problem, we'll do it. It's not a big deal, right? 24/7, 7 words में you can actually talk about yourself. Okay, why you want to do something? You don't need too many. Okay, Sanchit, you worked as senior engineer in L&T but want to shift into HR but have no clue why the shift. Okay, first of all, why right now what I'm seeing is that a lot of you are very specific in the fields you want to go to. Okay, don't do that. Okay, don't be in a hurry to tell them about your field. Okay, this is something that, when you're sitting for placements, then you need to, focus on this. Not while getting inside the B school. Okay. You should be open to things right now. You should be open to marketing, you should be open to operations, you should be open to anything under the sun right now. That's what education is all about. Openness, right? At the end of the day, you want to be open to things, right? Okay, right. Okay, so now Archika was asking us that how to introduce yourself in less than 15 seconds. Okay, so forget about that. Let's pick one word. All of you with me? Let's pick one adjective, one word. Hardworking, honest, I have high integrity, etc., etc. One word, whichever word that comes to your mind, but describes you best, like intelligence, diligent, etc., etc., etc. With me, everyone? Okay. Just type one word which describes you. Okay. All of you. Okay. Just note down. जो बाकी लोग भी लिख रहे हैं, whatever even other people are writing, just write that word also. Social. Okay. Okay. Prablin is definitely on Facebook, right? Okay. Meticulous. Focused. Okay. Everybody type one word at अनाहत. किसने नहीं टाइप किया अभी तक? Depend. यार एक वर्ड है, come on. चारू, शिखा. Okay. Everyone done? Kanika. Optimistic यार, come on. एक और वर्ड हो सकता है depend. Good observer. Gurman. Ankisha. Ankisha is there. Yeah, one word which describes you. Okay. अब ऐसा करो, जितना भी चैट वर्ड में सबने वर्ड्स लिखा है ना, अपनी कॉपी पे लिख लो. ठीक है? With me everyone? एक कॉपी पे सारे वर्ड्स लिख लो, ये सारे जो अच्छे अच्छे वर्ड्स लिखे ना अपने बारे में, मतलब किसी लोगों ने अपने बारे में बोले हैं जो. Done? Okay, Archika, now try to make a sentence using all these words applying to you. Okay? With the condition that it answers the question why MBA, or tell me about yourself. ठीक है? Right? It's not that hard. इनसे आराम से बन जाएगा आंसर. That I am goal-oriented, hard-working person who wants to be a lifelong learner. हो गया डिफाइन 15 सेकंड में खत्म हो गया 7 वर्ड से लेस में. Yeah, obviously that's all we're going to talk about, right? Now when you have already used these words, then they will ask you to prove it during the interview. Okay? Now when you said you're hardworking, analytical, XYZ, okay? Right? That you're hardworking, you're analytical. When you already talked about this. Now normally what happens in an interview, they'll ask you, give me an instance when you have been analytical, hardworking, optimistic, etc. Prove that you are a lifelong learner. Getting the gist? अगर वो नहीं भी कह रहे हैं कि prove कैसे करना है, then also you will do so. They already know all that, don't they, Ganesh? If you want to talk about it, do talk about it. Okay? Very quickly, 2 word और add कर दे. Okay? Engineer from XYZ college or BCom from XYZ college, right? Extremely hardworking and a punctual student for the rest of my life. For the, right? Previous duration of my education career. You can, not a problem, Archika. But why are you in such a hurry? Again, see, don't worry. They have your CV with you. They will ask you questions. Okay? Don't be in a hurry to guide them where you want. You can obviously personalize these things towards your own achievements in time. Okay? Okay. Actually, if you have something really special in your CV, then you do this. Okay? But you don't really need to do it. They already know it. Okay? Mention it very tacitly. See, first rule is that you be yourself. Okay? It's a group interview, so you're introducing yourself to your peers as well. Okay? So try to make a rapport with them. Okay? Look at all of them. You have to move your eyes, with all of them. That way. Group interview, the problem is that it's not just the panelist, but also your peers which are with you. How they react to you. Okay? So basically what they're checking is not just IQ but EQ. Right? How much emotional intelligence do you have? Group interviews is more about emotional intelligence. That how do you make a rapport with them, understand them, sympathize with them, empathize with them, how self-aware you are, those things. Right? Okay. So now we have already talked about the fact how to, typically start the interview. Ankisha, prepare about your technicals. What have you done before? First question is, percentile कितनी है? कौन सी इंटरव्यू के लिए जा रहे हो? अहमदाबाद जा रहे हो? प्लीज चाहे सारे 4 साल की पूरी किताब पढ़नी पड़े, पढ़ के जाना. चाहे प्रोफेसर्स हायर करने पड़े अभी हमें क्रैश कोर्स करने के लिए रोज सारी रात, बट पढ़ के जाना. ओके? सी IIT में जा रहे हो, अगेन सेम. IIFT शॉर्ट इंटरव्यू होती है. ओके? इम्प्रेस देम यूजिंग समथिंग. दैट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम अंकित, हो जाता है. ओके? मतलब ज्यादा टेक्निकल इतनी जरूरत, वहां पे इतना टेक्निकल पूछते नहीं है. दैट्स माय एक्सपीरियंस. द टेक्निकल पीपल आर द अहमदाबाद लखनऊ वंस. और या IIT जाओगे तो बहुत ज्यादा पूछते हैं. आशीष सब कुछ पढ़ डाल, कुछ ना छोड़ना. ECE से 2-3 सब्जेक्ट तो रटे होने चाहिए एटलीस्ट. मतलब वाइवा वॉइस के लिए तैयार है. सर्च एवरी इंटरव्यू दैट हैपेंड बिफोर लास्ट ईयर, लास्ट 2-3 साल की ईसीई की. क्या क्वेश्चन पूछे हैं, लिस्ट बना, क्वेश्चंस के आंसर बना, चेक करवा दे. सी की शॉर्ट इंटरव्यू होगी, you have to impress them quickly. Either you're in, either you're out in the 5 minutes you get in. Lucknow again, Ahmedabad type होती है interview. Long interview with lot of theory. UBS, Ankisha, it's like, it's pretty simple. They will ask a lot of GK questions. So GK prepare करो, रोज newspaper पढ़ो अच्छे से. Again, see, any interview, they will love to see if you are, read up on your GK. Okay, ये बात ध्यान रखना. If you can impress them with the general knowledge, they'll love it. Okay, FMS बहुत short interview होगी, extempore लेते हैं, that problem is there. तो उसकी थोड़ी preparation different है. So you have to be abrupt, जाके बस बोलना start कर देना. पहले से तैयारी होनी चाहिए. IIFT again essay type है. IIFT is different from the others. Okay, right? Because it's the earliest interview you will face. That is the problem. Actually, same rule. Pick up the interviews last year ki. That it shows you the best light. Technical question not many. Kanika, they will ask but not too many. 4 I'll get to. Guruman एक बार मैं पूछ के बता दूंगा आलम से. Okay. I'm not faced that interview ever, so I cannot talk about it. It's best you look at some आलम who can expect exactly बताए कि ये पूछे, ये will focus on. Okay, just again, see, most places GK is helps. So रोज न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ना है, बिजनेस पेज बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ना है, एग्जांपल्स कोट करने हैं. They will talk to you about the day's newspaper कि आज क्या हुआ अखबार में. Okay? Any place that works. Your GK, how much you have read the newspaper of the last 1 week or the last 1 month, that counts the most. ये बात ध्यान रखना. Once the interview starts, they will focus on, okay, so tell me about the news today. Okay, current affairs. Dipen, finance, क्या BCom किया गया? Okay. See, depends. They can even make you ask you balance sheet बना दे. They'll give you some numbers. Depends on कि professor कौन बैठा सामने. Accounting का prof है तो वो करवाएगा पूरा काम. If you say you like it, they will ask you questions. Okay, on it. They'll ask you about those various ratios, etc. Now, not valid. If you're an engineer, you're really not supposed to know all those things. Okay? Unless you have given CFA or something, right? Or you're doing some extra course on finance or anything like that, they do not talk about it. They know that you don't know. Fact is that. Okay? With me? Okay, so now what has happened? Okay, you have come inside the classroom. You have talked to them. The initial, talk has started. They have asked you why MBA. Okay. See, Ankisha, whenever you are talking about you're doing BCA, okay, and when you say you're not, why not MCA, they're asking you the same question. Why MBA? Okay. So do not answer why not MCA, answer why MBA. Okay? देखो जो स्टार्टिंग क्वेश्चन होता है ना वो नॉर्मली वाई एमबीए ही होता है, बस वो डिफरेंट वे में बोलते हैं. ठीक है, वाई नॉट एमटेक, वाई नॉट पीएचडी, है वाई नॉट अ मास्टर्स इन योर ओन सब्जेक्ट. क्वेश्चन वही है, वाई एमबीए. विद मी एवरीवन? एनी अदर डाउट्स इन दिस अभी तक? ओके, चलो अब स्टार्ट हुए इंटरव्यू. अभी भाई ये बताओ, अखबार पढ़ना स्टार्ट किया? इंपॉर्टेंट सवाल इज दैट अखबार पढ़ना स्टार्ट किया है? संचित रुक जा, एग्जाम है अभी, सैट परसों हुआ है, शांत हो जा. ठीक है, हाँ अभी परसों तो हुआ है, अभी टाइम है सैट के लिए, रुक जा. ठीक है, चलो तो स्टार्ट हुआ अभी इंटरव्यू अब हमारा. ठीक है, हमने बात कर ली उनसे थोड़ी बहुत. वाई एमबीए वाला सवाल किया, चलो थैंक गॉड सांस आई, हाँ वेरी गुड, नाउ आई एम फीलिंग मच बेटर. ठीक है, अब स्टार्ट हुआ, अब मैं कैजुअल होना स्टार्ट होता हूँ. प्रॉब्लम क्या होती है, अब थोड़ी देर इंटरव्यू चली, अब मैं कैजुअल हो सकता हूँ. राइट? व्हाट द प्रॉब्लम विल फेस, लिख लो ये, आई माइट गेट कैजुअल ड्यूरिंग द इंटरव्यू, आई एम नॉट सपोज्ड टू गेट कैजुअल अगेन, I have to remain formal with them. Listen very very carefully what they're asking. Only answer what they're asking. समझ रहे हो? With me on this? That वही बात करनी है जो वो पूछ रहे हैं. Okay? अब न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ना स्टार्ट किया, वो नॉर्मली क्वेश्चन आता है आज के न्यूज़पेपर में क्या मेन हेडलाइंस है. ठीक है? सो पहले तो प्रैक्टिस करना चालू कर दो, रोज सुबह अखबार उठाया करो और हेडलाइंस टुडे कितना, जैसे वो टीवी पे नहीं बोलती, राइट? या टीवी पे 10 मिनट में वो समराइज द होल न्यूज ना, वैसे समराइज तुम्हें भी बना के रखनी है रोज. ओके? एंड इंटरव्यू वाले दिन स्पेशली, कि मतलब अगर अखबार उसने नहीं पढ़ा है ना, तो उसको ऐसी फीलिंग आनी चाहिए कि भाई आज मतलब मेरे सामने ना वो टीवी चैनल वाला बैठा है और अरे ई पेपर भी आता है राहिल, क्यों मजे ले रहा है. हाँ, 2 दिन लेट, कहाँ पे हो तुम? वेयर आर यू? फिरोजपुर कहाँ पे? मुंबई. क्या मुंबई एडिशन नहीं आता क्या? ई पेपर लॉग इन कर ले, सब्सक्राइब कर ले. 2 दिन लेट इज डिजास्टरस, डोंट डू दैट. विद मी? ओके, सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज मेक डिफरेंट सेक्ट्स. लाइक व्हाट? सो इंटरनेशनल न्यूज अलग, बिजनेस न्यूज अलग, स्पोर्ट्स न्यूज अलग. उसके एक टाइप का हेडलाइन टाइप बना लो कि स्पोर्ट्स नेशनल न्यूज ये है, इंटरनेशनल न्यूज ये है, बिजनेस न्यूज ये है, स्पोर्ट्स न्यूज ये है, एंड फाइनली एडिटोरियल में दिस वाज द एडिटोरियल आई रियली लाइक्ड. गिव मी 5 पार्ट्स. विद मी अगेन, लिख लो 5 पार्ट्स. नेशनल न्यूज, इंटरनेशनल न्यूज, स्पोर्ट्स न्यूज, business news, and which editorial did I like today. Okay? Clear? What does this show? It shows you have been very structurally preparing for the interview. Editorial, अंशिका जो बीच में आता है ना, editorial आता है, you know, op-ed page, editorial, open page, right? That one. So which editorial did I like today? एंटायर मंथ का ही, चलो अभी मंथ का ही कर लो, इस महीने का तो कर लो एटलीस्ट, राइट? या दैट्स वन ऑफ द हाइलाइट्स प्ले, राइट? विद मी? ओके, सो नाउ you have talked like this. Now there's normally general discussion, a counter question on or some opinion based question on this. Okay, after this is done, they might give you a puzzle to solve or give you some math question to solve. That's a typical thing. Some interviews they do ask you to do that. Okay, give you some out of the box thinking. Okay, the question might be, how many number of red cars are there in Mumbai? Okay, they want to see how would you solve this problem. They are not looking for the answer, they are looking for how you go about solving a problem, some puzzle. Okay, so in this case would be the question is, how many red cars there in Mumbai? Okay, now the reaction is, मेरे से क्यों पूछ रहे हो यार, मैं कौन सा आरटीओ में काम करता हूँ, मैं डिस्ट्रिक्ट ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफिसर हूँ क्या? No, that's a reply you typically मन में ऐसे दे रहे होते हैं, but ये आंसर तो हम दे नहीं सकते, तो क्या देंगे? So that is the question now. Now how do you structurally answer this question? Okay, any guesses? कार डीलरशिप जाओ और रिकॉर्ड देख लो. गुड, दैट इज वन. कार डीलरशिप नहीं जाएंगे, डिस्ट्रिक्ट ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफिस जाएंगे और वहां से आरटीआई से आ जाएगा. दैट इज वन वे ऑफ लुकिंग एट इट, राइट? 1 in 5 प्रोबेबिलिटी रेंट कार, आर यू श्योर? गुरमन, ये प्रोबेबिलिटी कैसे आई? सवाल ये होगा, इट इज नॉट वेदर यू आर राइट और रॉन्ग कि 1 in 5 इज रेड कार. तरुण 3 लाख कहां से आ गया? प्रूव करना पड़ेगा. Rahil, proof has to be given. Why red is second best color? तुक्का नहीं मारना है. आराम से, स्लोली ब्रेक इट डाउन, धीरे धीरे। सी 2-3 वेज है करने के। द अदर वे इज लाल पेंट मांग रहे हैं ना वो तो, एट द एंड ऑफ डे रेड कार का क्या मतलब है, लाल पेंट ना, तो पेंट कहां से आया, कोई ना कोई बनाता होगा। तो टिपिकली वहां से पेंट की अगर क्वांटिटी पता लग जाए, डायमेंशंस ऑफ द कार से डिवाइड करोगे, हो जाएगा काम। ठीक है, ये सप्लाई साइड से देखना है। डिमांड साइड से क्या देखेंगे, कितनी कार बिकी, देन अगेन यूजिंग अ प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट मे बी 1 in 5, चलो वही ले लेते हैं अभी के लिए, लेकिन हमें 1 in 5 प्रूव करना पड़ेगा कि 1 in 5 है। ठीक है, so these type of puzzles can be asked. Okay, any type of puzzles can be asked with probably. We will find a lot of questions like this online, in various places. Okay, with me everyone? इसमें कोई डरने की बात नहीं, इजी सा सवाल पूछते हैं, बस दिमाग लगाना है वहां बैठ के, डरना नहीं है। हाँ, फेसबुक माइक्रोसॉफ्ट इंटरव्यू या सेम गूगल के इंटरव्यू देख लो, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट की तो बुक भी है एक इसी के ऊपर, राइट? ओके, राइट। सो एट द एंड ऑफ द इंटरव्यू, सपोज नाउ इंटरव्यू खत्म होगी, तो प्लीज अगर जल्दी भी इंटरव्यू खत्म हो जाए ना, तो मना ना करना कि सर नहीं, मैं तो और आंसर करना चाहता हूँ। ये बहुत होता है कि मतलब मैं अंदर आया इंटरव्यू के, कुछ नहीं पूछा और मुझे बाहर भेज दिया इन लोगों ने। ठीक है, हेलो ही की थी मैंने, और पता नहीं मेरी शक्ल बहुत पसंद आई, या मैं मिस वर्ल्ड लग रही हूँ इनको, या पता नहीं क्या, या पसंद ही नहीं हूँ, बाहर निकाल दिया इन लोगों ने मुझे। तो बड़े प्यार से, थैंक यू सो मच सर फॉर योर टाइम, इट वॉज अ प्लेजर मीटिंग यू ऑल, और बाहर निकल जाओ। ठीक है, बाहर बैठना है ना कि सर मेरे से और क्वेश्चन पूछो, नहीं मैं और क्वेश्चन आंसर करूंगी। हंसने की बात नहीं है, बड़े बड़े लोगों ने किया है। ओके, तो मैं बताता हूँ, मेरी स्टूडेंट लास्ट टू लास्ट IIM कैल गई थी, वो IIM लखनऊ में ही करके आई थी कि नहीं सर मैं और आंसर करना चाहती हूँ। मतलब भाई प्लीज, अगर तुम्हें निकाल रहे हैं प्लीज चले जाओ बाहर। ठीक है, मतलब वो समझ लो, या तो तुम सिलेक्ट हो चुके हो, तुम्हारी शक्ल पसंद आ गई, तुम बहुत हैंडसम स्मार्ट लग रहे हो, डैशिंग हो, राइट? कोई जरूरत नहीं थी इंटरव्यू की, तुम्हें तो ऐसे ही बुलाया था हेलो कहने के लिए। Don't bother about it too much. Come out, but be very dignified when you come out. Make sure you wish them, make sure you thank them for the interview, make sure you thank them for their time, and then come out. Done? Everyone? Okay. So ये बात नोट कर लो, लिख लो ये बात कि come out thanking them for their time, right? हाँ, हिना हाँ बटरिंग करनी पड़ती है, right? Buttering is the most effective weapon in the world, especially when you don't know the person. We hope to hear, यार ठीक है, लेकिन थैंक यू बोल के बाहर निकलना यार, so nice to thank you for your time sir, right? Anyhow, you don't hope to hear from you soon, you hope to sit in their class soon. They will not be contacting you, वो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफिस करता है, उनका कोई रिलेशन नहीं है इनका उनसे। ठीक है, ओके चलो, अब व्हाट डू यू हैव अ क्वेश्चन? पूछ सकते हो, कुछ पूछना है तो, बट ना भी पूछो तो भी चलेगा, देन रियली डजंट मैटर। आशीष, हाँ वैसे एक टिपिकल क्वेश्चन होता है, ओके डू यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन? मेरे से भी पूछा था, आई डिडंट से एनीथिंग, राइट? बाहर निकलो चुपचाप, because there's generally not much to ask at that time, okay, unless there's something that you feel is relevant to the interview, because तुम क्यों आए हो इंटरव्यू में? यू आर देयर टू गेट द एडमिशन, और कुछ रीजन नहीं है तुम वहां पे बैठे, एडमिशन चाहिए ना, मैं तो, राइट? ओके, सो इफ देयर इज समथिंग रेलेवेंट टू द एडमिशन प्रोसेस, यू कैन आस्क, अदरवाइज नो नीड। सत्या, क्या समर इंटर्नशिप, क्या प्लेसमेंट रिपोर्ट नहीं देखी क्या? देखी होगी, तभी अप्लाई किया था। शांत रहे, इस टाइम 2.5 days में होगी थी मोस्ट प्लेसेस में, तो है ना? FMS में 3 दिन में हुई थी, कैलकाटा में 2.5 days में, क्या बात करना चाहते हो तुम मुझसे? इकोनॉमी इज अप, सो द प्लेसमेंट्स विल बी बेटर. इवन आईबीडी खुल रहा है, इंडिया में भी खुल रहा है. आई गॉट अ मेल yesterday back ऐप के लिए कि which was not there. Okay, for last 2 years iBanking was going bad. They're back. That says economy improve हो चुकी है. So don't worry about the placements too much. Okay, right. Any questions? Any questions? Right. Hello. Hello. Okay. Oh, sorry. No, mute हुआ था. Okay. See, when you talk about values, first you have to understand what do you mean by value. Okay. हाँ तरुण, नो प्रॉब्लम, ले दे देते हैं ईमेल आईडी, टेंशन ना ले. तू बुलजाई वालों को फॉरवर्ड कर दे, रिप्लाई कर दो ना. Right. Gap of 1 year after graduation, no work X, how to defend this? Why are you defending anything? Deep love. Why are you so interested in defending? ये बता मुझे तो, जरूरत क्या है डिफेंड करने की? It shows you are pretty well off, right? अगर तू बिना घर बैठ के आराम से रिलैक्स कर सकता है, it shows you are just well off. That you are willing to work for what you want to work for. ठीक है? Not risk taking ability है लड़के में. पॉजिटिव बात कहनी है. डिफेंड तो करना ही नहीं है कुछ. अगर suppose they ask you, so you have a gap of 1 year after graduation. Yes, sir. You don't need to say anything after, right? More than that. And no work X. No, sir. There's no need to say even the next word. Why do you need to justify the? Tell me. It's your choice. Right? Multitasker. अब ये तो प्रूव करना पड़ेगा अंकिशा. वैसे तो प्रूव नहीं होगा. क्या खाना बनाते हो साथ में पढ़ने के साथ? हाँ. या गाने सुनते हो पढ़ने के टाइम पे? Right? So basically it's about that you can manage your time. Okay, in very simple terms, when you say a multitasker, you can typically manage your time well. Okay? That you can work under some ambiguity or something. So give an example of, working in some ambiguous circumstances. Ganesh, ये value system और what you are as a person भी ना same question ही है IIMB. कोई सवाल different नहीं है. ये बात ध्यान रखना. Why are you a multitasker? वो भी IIMB है ये. इंटरव्यू MBA के एडमिशन का है. तो बस वही बात करनी है हमने तो. आई एम हार्ड वर्किंग, वेरी सिंसियर. इतने तो वर्ड हमने अच्छे वर्ड कॉपी किए थे अभी एक दूसरे से. वही बोलने हैं दोबारा हमने. है गणेश? ओके. सेम वर्ड्स, हार्ड वर्किंग, ऑप्टिमिस्टिक, सिंसियर. See, depends whether they're asking a question or they're stating a fact. If they are stating some fact, okay, that you haven't, you have no work X. The answer is yes and no, na? Right? Don't worry about the awkward silence. Okay? They will ask you a question if they want to ask you a question. Getting it? Now don't worry about too much about defending yourself, okay? Because they really don't have any kind of a bias against or for, working or not working, right? They would love to you for, if you're you've been working, but some, there bound to be some people who have some issues, therefore they haven't worked, right? Nobody really minds. But you should not mind. Most importantly is that you should not mind it. If you mind it, then there's a problem. If they mind it, it's not a big deal. Right? Okay. Okay, so who was up for the interview? Okay, anybody? We'll have a mock right now. Volunteers for the mock. Just you should have a headphone on you, so that the volume doesn't echo, and the bandwidth should be decent. Okay, Ganesh, Ashish. So let's do Ashish first and then Ganesh. Okay, Abhishek. Right. Let's start. Just first introduce yourself.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, sir. I'm Hyderabad. I currently work for Infosys in Mysore. I've done my graduation in mechanical engineering.
Mm-hmm.
I've done my schooling in Hyderabad. That's about me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you've done your schooling. Okay. And what more?
In Hyderabad.
What's so unique about you, Abhishek? Yes, what's so unique about you? No problem. Okay, let's reframe. Why you want to do your MBA?
I'm a goal. I want to advance in my career. I want to pioneer. I've exposed myself to technical knowledge and technical things around me. I want to move a step ahead. I want to get into a managerial role, acquire decision-making skills, and I want to work in diverse fields and gain enough experience so that tomorrow, maybe in 10 or 15 years, I want to set up my own firm and offering solutions in the market segment.
Okay, right. So, what decision-making skills did you learn in mechanical engineering?
Well, mechanical engineering well, sir, as we design a lot of components. Specifically to my case, we design turbo machinery. That is, we design the turbine and the power plant, the main engine that gives us power.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest decision what we make in our day is when we design, it is fit for what they call the operation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whether it works perfectly, whether it gives us enough efficiency or enough power. So,
okay.
In that, I mean, purely in a technical, the day-to-day decisions, what is component.
Okay.
Right. Technical side, management side.
Okay.
Other than
you talked about your long-term goal, right?
I mean,
how
my project specific, we do a lot of market. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, like you talked about your long-term goal to maybe have your own firm. Okay, why aren't you starting it today? Why are you waiting for, why are you working for Infosys? What is the reason that you now want to do an MBA instead of starting your firm today?
Sir, before starting a firm, I want to gain enough knowledge, expose my then. Right now, I talk about or I don't have the perfect plan or any so I want acquire as much as knowledge, interact with people as much as possible. A field which interests me a lot, and then advance in that field, and then you know set up
Okay.
a new firm.
Right. Okay. So tell me some entrepreneurs which have influenced you. You want to be an entrepreneur, right, in the future. So tell me what's an entrepreneur you are, influenced by.
Yeah, senior. Yes. This person, he's not really famous, but he's one of my college seniors.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Sarthak Jain. He has established a firm called Gridanks. The firm mainly deals with customizing of operating systems to businesses to cater the needs of a business. So he has successfully established his firm.
Mm-hmm.
He is going great. So he has been one of the constant motivators, or someone whom I could look up to,
Okay.
and he has inspired me to move in this direction.
Okay, yes. Abhishek, thank you for your time. Your interview is over.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your time, sir.
Yeah, okay. Right. Okay. I think one-to-one feedback, or do you want a common one with in front of everyone?
Common one is fine.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
Okay.
please
I'll
do
just
common.
talk about some things which I think everybody would face similar problems. So I don't think so. The first interview is always you're bound to bother about something. Okay, right. The first thing which I saw, though you cannot really gauge the body language, in an online session too much, but whenever you're thinking, most of the time, this is a problem that even I would have, even you would have. We tend to look upstairs, as maybe you're looking at God or something, but try to avoid that. Okay, how do you solve this problem? A lot of mirror exercises have to be done. Okay, everyone write this down: mirror exercises. Okay, and how you're going to do that, I'm just going to explain this concept, that when you stand in front of a mirror right now, okay, what you do is that you try to answer the question why MBA, you try to answer a question that why not MCA, etc. What is the news today, in front of a mirror, and answer accordingly. With me on that? What all you have to do as an exercise, Abhishek? Mirror exercise karni hai. Okay? Look yourself in the mirror and answer a question. Okay? Do you know the default questions? Just answer them. Okay? Why MBA? Introduce yourself. What is the news today? Right? And practice wishing them and coming out of the interview. Okay? Basic things. Okay? Then there are specific questions to your field, which is very specific. So, I will not try to talk about them. Okay? With me? Okay. Let's have a look. What else? He could be a little less verbose about his, job, etc. Okay? The idea is answer any questions. It should not be more than 24 words, whatever the question might be. Okay? Normally we say even less than 10 words is better. Whatever question they're asking, try to be as brief as possible. Okay? Take your time, make the perfect answer. Okay? Rewrite the same answer. कि यार ये line why MBA को मैं best words में कैसे explain कर सकता हूँ. With me, Abhishek? Quick, succinct answer. Brevity is the concern. जितना जल्दी you will talk, मतलब जितने quickly time में तुम बता पाओगे तुम्हें क्या चाहिए या आप आंसर क्वेश्चन दोगे, then I can move towards another question. हर क्वेश्चन के पॉइंट्स हैं. Think about that. Okay? It's like cricket. एक बॉल पे छक्का मार दिया तो नेक्स्ट बॉल आ जाएगी. ठीक है? बट अगर स्लो मोशन में रिप्ले हो रहा है तो फिर व्हाट हैपेंस? नेक्स्ट बॉल आने में टाइम लगेगा. Right? And there is limited time to given to you in the interview. Right? Okay? So Abhishek, the entrepreneurship question, okay, because you talked about it, and why interview में भी तू बोलेगा, I'm sure about it. So be prepared on this, the entrepreneurship part. Okay, why not entrepreneurship now? Why, which people have inspired you, and what ideas you have for future entrepreneurship, right? And why mechanical engineering and Infosys. Okay? Again तारीफ करनी है, mechanical engineering के भी और Infosys के भी. say very positive things about your firm. Say very positive things about your engineering. With me? Okay, right. Okay. Anybody else for a mock right now? Archika, Anahat, Kajal, Hina, anybody? Ashish, have you come back? आशीष ने सेटअप नहीं किया अभी तक इंटरव्यू कर लिया लैपटॉप okay anybody else okay if anybody is not ready then Rahil is there right okay Rahil okay so quickly introduce yourself
Hello.
yeah good
I'm
evening
Rahil Dadda from DJ Sangvi College. I'm pursuing my engineering. I'm in the 4th year.
okay
I'm a very perceptive individual, hardworking, and when I want to get something done, I do not stop in the middle. I finish the job that I've started. Another thing about me would be that
give me
I do have my career. Sorry?
give me an instance of this that you started a thing and you didn't
An instance would be, I joined. I started, there was this student body in my college, IIIE. I started an editorial board in it. So there was no magazine as such in that student body. But I really wanted to introduce this magazine in the student body, and so people really appreciated the efforts I took to introduce this new capacity or new seat.
okay what does IIIE
body, and
what does IIIE stand for
Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers.
okay when was it started
Okay, it started. I don't know. Sorry.
okay you don't know that okay when was the last conference held in your college on IIIE
Last conference seminar, it was around 2 months back.
okay
We organized it ourselves. It was affiliated to IIIE. It wasn't conducted by IIIE.
okay right
It was on graphics of games and how they develop these games.
Okay.
32-bit.
What are your hobbies, Rahil?
Not really advanced.
What is your hobby?
My hobbies are reading.
Mm-hmm.
Main hobby would be reading. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm into fiction right now. I'm trying to get into non-fiction.
Give me 5 novels.
Sorry, pass?
5 novels.
5, okay.
Last 5 novels.
Can I give one which I'm reading right now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Ignited Minds.
Okay.
Before that, I've read, As Straight as the Crow Flies.
Okay, give me a quotation from Ignited Minds.
A quotation.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know any quotation because I'm still reading it.
Okay.
I can give you the gist of what he's trying to say in that. It's
Okay.
basically about how India has a lot of potential, and this potential does stem from the children, the youth. And also one very important thing that actually APJ Kalam keeps stressing on is that we keep thinking that we are an underdeveloped society and a nation, and that thought needs to change. As soon as we start realizing that we are developed, we can reach there. Like it's like how we as individuals say that we shouldn't keep thinking that we can't do this, we can't do that. We need to think we will do it, we should do it, and we'll reach there.
Okay, fine. Rahil, okay. Have you heard of the Booker Prize?
Sorry?
Have you heard of the
Yes,
Booker
yes.
Prize? Yeah, give me the last
Yes,
5
I have.
winners.
I know Arundhati Roy from India has won it.
That's long ago, right? That's like ancient history now. In the 1990s, she won. Okay, give me
That's true,
something
that's
new.
true.
Last Booker Prize was won by?
I cannot recollect right now. I do know this, but
Okay. Give me some, what do you think about, Chetan Bhagat, right?
Chetan Bhagat, I don't know why he faces so much criticism. For me, he's a person who's got people reading.
Okay.
The first book that anyone you tell someone to read, you'd be like, yo, pick up, sorry, did I just say yo? Pick up Chetan Bhagat.
Okay.
And so he's really got a lot of Indians reading.
Okay.
And I think that is the first step. I'm not saying stop your reading there, but it's a good place to start.
Okay.
And so I feel he's very, very relevant, at least to the Indian scenario in reading books.
Okay. Right. Okay. What about any other contemporary writer you like except Chetan Bhagat?
Contemporary. I don't know what Ayn Rand be considered. I've still read them now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. Why MBA? Why you want to do an MBA?
Yeah, I'm still pursuing my education. I think
Yeah.
this would be the right step right now because I have quite a few aspirations. I have a few entrepreneurial aspirations which in my project right now I'm into an innovative uh, technology, something which is not done yet,
Mm-hmm.
or at least not in the market yet. And
Okay.
I would really like to pursue this ahead. I would want to go for a base where I can take ahead with technologies and market them or even present them to the market.
Okay.
So one of the reasons would be
Okay. Fine. Thank you so much, Rahul, for your time. Your interview is over.
thank you so much sir, for your time, and I hope we studying in your classroom.
Okay. Right. Okay. Let's just quickly talk about his interview and how. Okay. The other thing which we haven't talked too much about is your hobbies. Okay. Again, they are unique, and you have to work specially and very very strongly in them. Okay. Especially you have to prepare them very very thoroughly. So you have to go through that a lot. Okay. Whichever hobby you choose, maybe it's just watching cricket or football, you should be familiar with all the rules. You should be familiar with all the news that has happened in the last 1 year. Okay. So not knowing about the Booker Prize is not that cool. Okay. You should know about it. It's your hobby. Okay. You're reading a book recently. You should be able to quote it. That is what is expected from you. Okay. What does that show if you're able to quote it? It shows you're passionate. Okay. It shows that you have attention to detail, which are qualities that are necessary for an MBA. Okay. The question when I'm asking about your hobby, that is also still why MBA. When I'm asking about news, it is still why MBA. I am relating everything to why MBA. Whatever the question might be. I might be asking about your mother, but it is still why MBA. With me, everyone? Okay. Okay. If you have any queries, any future queries, this is my email because you know this is my email in case you have any future queries. Okay. just email me a question. Okay. डिटेल में बात कर लेंगे because अभी time कम है. It will be a problem, right? Because if I talk about this is because I will detail में बात करनी पड़ेगी इसके बारे में HR finance. वैसे it doesn't matter. Okay, which field you are from, which field were you previously, but the idea is that why. Okay, so basically it is about growth prospects at the end of the day. Okay. Archika, it doesn't really matter whether everything can add to a candidature. It doesn't matter if you do mountaineering, it doesn't matter if you do whichever hobby you might have. It might just be watching TV, but if it can show the qualities necessary, okay, you have to talk in such a way that the quality which they want is there, okay, rather than the hobby. Okay, with me, everyone? Any other questions? Okay, you can ask the questions in case you have a detailed one at my email. Just note down my email, right? Everyone? Okay, thank you. Okay, I think we're done for the day, right? Any questions? You have my email, right? Okay.